Hey guys, Alex here, AG Automotive, and here today we've got the 2024 Kia Sorento GT line, and this is the hybrid version. So let's check it out. So before we get into the video, just want to do a shout out to Kia Australia, who were nice enough to let me have a look at this today. And I'll leave their contact details down below. And if you do enjoy these videos, please consider subscribing. So at the front here, you've got the Kia badge on the bonnet. You've got a nice black shiny grille with your front camera, as it's got 360 cameras. You've got your parking sensors down there. Bit more of a sort of black trim, black and silver trim down the bottom there, just to sort of, I guess, break up the blue. And then you've got your LED daytime running lights and headlights there as well. So what are your thoughts on the Sorento hybrid? Have you got one yet? Have you got one on order? Let me know in the comments. So the wheels on the Sorento are 19s and they're silver and piano black, and they've got that sort of fan blade design. Sort of a lot of these Kias have that, and I actually don't mind it. I think it suits the car if you stand back. You do get colour-coded top of your mirror there with an indicator. Get a nice trim piece along the front. You do have these handles which are sort of half silver and half colour-coded. I don't mind that. And you've got the silver trim or chrome trim around the window there. You've got the roof rails and the sunroof and moonroof there as well. So you've got Kia, you've got the little camera under there, you've got Sorento, you've got your parking sensors down below, you've got HEV, and you've got your wraparound LED tail lights as well. And another thing I wanted to point out is this up here. It's actually a little camera, so you can actually have the rear vision mirror to look out of the back, or you can have it looking straight out of that camera. Good option, I think. All right, let's go and have a look inside. So inside the Sorento, and first impressions, wow, very, very premium in here. And it should be, being the GT line. You get lots of leather everywhere, you get piano black, you get silver trim everywhere, you get some nice trim pieces around the doors there. So you know what, really, really nice indeed. So the dashboard's quite soft, and you do have your head-up display in front of the driver, which is quite nice, saves you having to take your eye off the road. Door trims, you know what, nice and soft there. You got a nice piece of trim around the door trim there. You got piano black, got a big grab handle there to close the door. Very, very nice. Steering wheel, full leather, really nice to hold. On the left, you do have some audio controls, and on the right, you do have some menu controls and your cruise controls there as well. Behind there, you do have the paddle shifters, my favorite. On the left stalk, you got your wiper stalk with auto wipers, and on the right stalk, you have your indicator and headlight controls with auto headlights as well. Now on the dash itself, you do have digital speedo and tacho, although you can change the dials there to have analog, tacho and speedo, but you can't have both analog and digital. And in the middle, you have a little screen there. You can look at things like your trip computers. You've also got your engine temperature, your tire pressure monitors, and then you can see if the vehicle is charging the battery or using the battery, or using both the battery and the petrol engine. And the media screen. Now, I really like Kia's media screens, nice and big and easy to read. Now we're just in the home screen there. You've got your navigation, what you're listening to, and there's a hybrid mode there as well. You can go through to the menus there. And we'll start with the built-in navigation. So nice and easy to use and easy to read there as well. Now you do have AM, FM and digital radio stations there. Now you do have the hybrid screen there, so you have things like your litres per 100 for your fuel. You've also got the electric motor, what kilowatts you're using, and you've got a picture of the car and whether the battery is being charged or being used. You do have Bluetooth phone connectivity, and you've got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as well. And this is what Android Auto looks like. Full screen integration there. You can see I've got Waze up and running, and again, really nice and big screen and easy to read. You do have some shortcut buttons on the right hand side there, and you can go further down to the phone menu there with different apps as well. Now we've got your phone projection, voice memo, car wash mode, weather and settings. You've got a whole heap of settings there. And further down you do have your hazard light switch, and then you've got this panel here which can interchange between your air conditioning mode, and you've also got, then you can put it onto your mode for the display there. So you can have a look at things like your mapping, your media and things like that. Now to the left, you got my personal favorite, the volume knob, although I would prefer the volume knob over towards the driver. It's just easier. And then you've got a file and tuning knob there as well. Further down, you do have this piano black piece there. Just push that in, and you've got a wireless phone charger, and you've got a couple of USB-C ports there as well. On either side of the center console, you do have heating and cooling seats for the driver and the passenger. Further back, you've got two big cup holders, and further back from there, you've got another storage spot there, which is nice. Further down, you've got your gear selector, P is a button, you got R on the left, neutral on the right, and drive on the right there as well. Now we'll just go and have a look at the reverse camera. You can have a look at the rear, you can have a look at the front. They're very, very clear. And on the left, you've got your top-down 360 view, or you can have a 360 view that you can go around the car, which is pretty cool. Now further behind that, you do have your drive mode button. So you have Eco, Sport and Smart there as well. Further back from there, you've got your parking sensor button. You do have your camera button, which you can push, and it'll show you your camera out the back. You can actually use that while you're moving, which is nice to see. You've got your finger brake or park brake in the middle there. You got your downhill assist, your auto hold, and you've got your steering wheel heater, which is nice, especially on these cold Australian days. And you do have some storage in front of the armrest. Now the armrest, really nice and soft. If I open that up, you have a little tray there, and you've got a huge bit of storage. And you do have a little bit of storage in front of the armrest, and the armrest itself, really nice and comfortable. And you do have a little bit of storage in front of the armrest, and the armrest itself, nice and comfortable. Lift that up, there's a tray there, and you've got a heap of storage in there as well. And the seats, full leather. I love the design. I like the white stitching and the trim piece around the outside of the seats. And they are very, very comfortable, and they're heated and cooled as well, which is nice. Glove box. You know what? You get your books in there, plus a couple of iPads, no worries. And the moonroof and sunroof. So you got a massive moonroof so that the front and rear occupants can both enjoy that. And I'll open the sunroof. And it's a one-touch operation and goes all the way back, which is nice. Alright guys, let's go check the back seat. So in the back of the Sorento, and first impressions is very, very spacious here for me. Now I'm 6'1", 185 centimeters. I've got plenty of headroom, even with the moonroof open. Knee room's really good. Leg room and foot room are also really, really good as well. And this seat is set up in my driving position. So you do get your ISOFIX spots, 2 there and 2 behind me. And the armrest, nice and soft, and you get 2.5 cup holders in there as well. You do have a cup holder on both the doors, and it's high up, so it's very, very convenient and easy to reach and use. Now for the rear passengers, you do get ventilation, you get a 12 volt plug, You get a USB port on each of the backs of the seats there, the driver and passenger seat. You can control the passenger seat via these electric controls here, and you do get map pockets on both the back of the driver and passenger seats there as well. All right, let's go and have a look in the third row. So in the third row of the Sorento, you know what? It's actually not bad back here. I've actually got a little bit of headroom, which is really good. Knee room, leg room, foot room is all not great because it's in line with the seats, although the seats can move forward and back. So I could sit here for very small trips. And you know what? I'd be actually pretty comfortable because at the back here, you've got a USB either side. You've got rear air conditioning. So you've got a vent on that side and a vent on this side, which is really good. Cup holders and a little bit of storage on either side. So you know what? It's actually pretty good. And there's a 12-volt plug there as well, which the third row passengers can use, or you can use it for the boot. All right, let's go and have a look in the boot. So in the boot of the Sorento Hybrid, so as it sits with the third row up, you get 179 litres of boot room. You do have your tether points on the back. If I lower the two seats down, that expands to 608 litres, which is not bad. Now you can put the second row down via the boot. So there's actually these two buttons just here, along with a 12-volt plug. So if I push these buttons, the seats go down, and then that expands to 1996 litres. So you get a fair bit of room in there. Now you do have some tie downs or hooks on either side, and if I lift the carpet, you do have your battery on the left, a little bit of storage to the left of that, and you have your breakdown tools, and there's a tiny bit of storage there on the right. You've also got the privacy screen there as well. All right, let's go and have a look under the bonnet. So under the bonnet of the Sorento Hybrid, so here we have a 1.6 litre turbocharged petrol engine, and that's mated with an electric motor to deliver a combined system output of 169 kilowatts of power and 350 newton meters of torque. And that's mated to a 6-speed automatic driving the front wheels on this model. You can get them with all-wheel drive as well. Now Kia claims the front drive Sorento Hybrid will use 5.4 litres per 100, which is pretty good. All right, let's go for a drive. So driving the Sorento, vision out the front's really good straight ahead and towards the passenger side as the rear vision mirror is high up. Rear vision looks not too bad. You get a bit of width but not much depth, but you can put this or change the rear vision mirror so you can actually see straight out the back, which is really good. So you get a heaps wide and deep view there, but you do have your 360 cameras and parking sensors to aid in that. Vision out the sides really good all the way to the back, and the mirrors, yeah, big and wide, and you get a good field of vision out of them. So we're just seeing how the Sorento goes over a bumpier stretch of road. Look, it's not too bad. It soaks up some of the bumps, but some of them you can feel it. And the steering. Yeah, really nice and light, which is good. And there's another corner coming up here. Yeah, very nice. So what's the acceleration like from the Sorento? Well, let's find out. Not bad, guys. A little bit of tire screech there if you really get on the power. Being front wheel drive, the all wheel drive doesn't have that issue. But it still gets up and goes okay. It gets up to the speed limit and it's pretty nippy. So yeah, it doesn't go too bad with both the petrol and electric motor kicking in. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Alright, thanks guys.